Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's session. Before we get started, just a few announcements. Just a sec. Okay. So I just wanted to shout out. Just wanted to shout out Providence Community Libraries for making these classes possible. For another series of this season, check out their programming on their YouTube page at PCL. Uh, also, feel free to follow my guidance, even though I can't see you. Um, you can still branch off and do your own flow if that feels nice for you. If there's something that isn't part of your practice that I'm doing, feel free to go into a position that feels good for your body, like a child's pose, or if you need to, get up and take a step away from your mat for a bit. Um, if you have any props like blankets or pillows you want to utilize in today's session, feel free to have that along with you. Let's have some water by our side to stay hydrated. Um, and yeah. Is there anything else before we get started? I think that's it. Let's get started. Just fixing that real fast. Camera. There we go. Okay. Just a second. All right, let's get started. So meeting me in a comfortable seat, sitting up nice and tall, spine reaching nice and long. Bringing awareness to your breath. Inhaling through the nose. And a relaxed exhale through the mouth. Relaxing the shoulders a bit. With every inhale and exhale, engaging with the belly, breathing from our root chakra. Inhaling the energy that serves you. Exhaling the alternative. And on your next inhale, gently going to drop the head towards the right side, right ear to right shoulder, stretching the left sides of our neck. Being mindful of our breath while breathing through our stretch. And with control, we're gently going to rotate the head forward, bringing the chin towards the chest. Stretching the backs of our neck. And on your next inhale, gently rolling the head over to the left side, left ear to left shoulder, engaging with the right sides of our neck. Breathe into your stretch here. And with control, rolling the head back forward. Bring the chin towards the chest once more. And rolling the head over to the right or left side, rolling the head all the way around, engaging with the muscles in our neck. Being mindful of the breath here as well. Breathe in through your sensations. And slowly, with control, rotate the head towards the other direction. Reversing your rotation. And slowly, with control, bringing your head back to center. And we're gently going to roll the shoulders back, opening up the chest, opening up the throat. And finishing up on your last rotation, bringing the shoulders back to stillness. From here, we're going to open up the arms wide. And we're going to cross over right over left, bending the left arm and dropping the right shoulder. For a modification, if you want to move to eagle arms, you would bend both arms into each other. And inhaling to lift the arms up towards the face or the forehead. Exhale, pushing the forearms away. Inhale to lift. Exhale to push away. And on your last exhale, you can release. Open up the arms wide once more. And we're going to cross over left over right, bending the right arm and dropping the left shoulder. Bringing that left arm as close to us as possible. If you'd like to move to eagle arms, bend the right arm Bringing it closer to the left. Excuse me. Bend the left arm, bringing it closer to the right. Inhaling to lift. Exhale to push away. Inhale, lift. Exhale, pushing away. One more time. And on your last exhale, you can release. Open up the arms wide once more. And from here, we're going to bring our arms out in front of us, reaching out long. And we're just going to rotate the wrist. And reverse your rotation. Go in the other direction. And flipping the palms, fingers facing us, forearms facing out, planting the hands into the floor or your mat. Stretching out the forearms, engaging with them as well. Whew. And feel free to add some heat to ease up on the tension. Being mindful of the breath. And flipping the palms, backs of the palms facing the floor or your mat. Top of the palms facing upward. And we're going to open and close the palms to create a fist while pulsing the wrists. And flipping the palms over once more, forearms facing out. Engaging with the wrist and the forearms. Breathing through your sensations here. And you can gently release the wrist from the floor or your mat, giving them a little shake. And then bringing them together for a figure eight. And when you're ready, you can release, and we'll find our way to tabletop, coming to all fours. So however you want to get there, making your way to your tabletop. Coming to all fours, we're going to move into some cat-cows. Inhaling, engaging with the lower back, slight lift of the chin, pushing into the floor for cow. Exhaling, pushing to the upper back, pushing to the floor, releasing the hips. For cat, inhaling, reverse your rotation, engage it with the lower back. Exhaling. For cat. And moving into some cat cows on your own. Giving your body what it needs. Breathing through any tensions you feel in your body. And finishing up on your last cat or cow, bring the spine back to neutral. From here, we're going to keep the hips where they are, and we're going to lower our chest towards the ground. Go into the puppy dog pose. And slowly with control, coming back up to all fours, tabletop. And we're going to bring our big toes to touch, opening our knees just a bit to sit our hips down and back for a child's pose. And still keeping this child's pose, we're just going to crawl both hands over to the left side, stretching the right side body. And when you're ready, crawling both hands over to the other side, stretching the left side body. And on your last exhale, crawling the hands back to center, going into your child's pose. So if you want to go deeper into your child's pose, go spreading your knees wider. Or if you want to feel tighter in your child's pose, bringing your knees in closer. And on your last exhale, we'll slowly find our way back into tabletop. Coming back to all fours, we're going to elongate the right leg, tucking the right toes. We're going to engage with the whole right leg, pulsating that back ankle, warming up the whole right leg. And you can bring this right leg back to meet the left. I'm going to go do the same on the left side, so elongating the left leg, keeping the right leg where it's at, tucking the back toes of the left, engaging with the whole left leg, pulsating the left ankle, warming up the left leg. And keeping the left leg where it's at, we're going to bring the right leg to meet the left, going into your plank or your high plank. For modification, you can move down to the forearms, feeling strong in your plank, engaging with the core, and slowly with control, lowering down towards the floor or your mat. Releasing everything into the floor. Resting here just a moment. Bringing awareness back to the breath. Tucking both palms under the armpits, elbows facing back, pushing into the floor, rising up the head, followed by the chin and the chest, engaging with the lower back, rising up into up dog cobra or baby cobra. Being mindful of the breath. And slowly with control, lowering back down towards the floor or your mat. Again, again, pushing into the floor, rising up into up dog cobra or baby cobra. Oh. And slowly with control, lowering back down towards the floor. Again, one more time. Elbows facing back, pushing into the floor. Rising up into up dog cobra or baby cobra. Tucking the back toes, pushing the hips up and back for a downward facing dog. Feel free to pedal your feet when you get here, bend your knees. And with control, we're going to walk the palms towards the feet for a forward fold. Hanging heavy here. Inhaling, pressing on the shins. Flat back. Exhale. Forward fold. Inhaling, pressing on the shins. Exhale. Forward fold. Bending the knees and slowly with control, rising all the way up to standing. Taking your time to rise up. And once you reach standing, feeling grounded in the feet, palms by our sides. Feeling strong. Feeling rooted in the feet. Bringing awareness again to our breath. Breathing through the nose and exhaling through the mouth. Sending the breath throughout the entire body. With our next inhale, we're going to rise the arms up into the air. Extended mountain pose. Exhale. Arms by our side. Mountain pose. Inhaling, rising the arms up. And hinging at the hips, exhale, swan diving down to a forward fold. Inhaling, flat back, pushing on the shins. Exhale, forward fold. Inhaling one more time, pressing on the shins. Exhale, forward fold, bending the knees, belly on top of thighs. And throwing the hands over into your high plank. For any modifications, you can move down to the forearms. We're feeling strong here in your plank. And slowly with control, lowering down towards the floor. Chaturanga. Rising up into up dog cobra. Or baby cobra. Tucking the back toes. Pushing the hips up and back. for downward facing dog once more. And slowly with control, lowering your knees down towards the mat or the floor. We're going to bring our big toes to touch once more, opening our knees as wide as you can, or as wide as you want, and sitting down in your child's pose. And however you want to get there, we'll slowly make our way to our sits bones. Once you make it to your sits bones, we're going to keep the right leg long and we're going to tuck in the left leg. Sitting up nice and tall, spine reaching nice and long. Feeling strong here in the seated position. We're going to crawl both hands down the right leg, grabbing the shin of the foot. And hinging at the hips, we're going to lower our chest towards our right leg while using our breath as a guide to lower it closer and closer towards the leg. Ooh. Being mindful of the breath here. Breathe through your sensations. Ooh. And on your last exhale, slowly bringing the spine back to neutral, sitting up nice and tall. With the right palm, we're going to reach over, grabbing the left knee, rising up the left arm up and over, reaching towards the foot. Breathing through your stretches here. Breathing into the whole left side. Sending the breath throughout the entire body. And then your last exhale, releasing, bringing the spine back to neutral. Releasing the left leg as well. And we're going to tuck in the right leg. We're going to do the same thing on the right side. So sitting up nice and tall, spine reaching nice and long. Crawling the hands down the left leg. Excuse me. Excuse me again. Grabbing the shin of the foot and hinging at the hips, we're going to lower our chest towards our left leg, using our breath to guide our chest towards the leg. With every inhale, getting closer and closer towards our leg. And on your last exhale, you can release, bringing the spine back to neutral. With the left palm, we're going to reach over, grabbing the right knee, rising up the right arm up and over, reaching towards the foot. Breathing through your stretches here, being mindful of the breath. And on your last exhale, releasing, bringing the spine back to neutral. Releasing the right leg as well. You can pat out the legs into the floor. What this does is gives like a little massage to the thighs and the legs. Bending both knees, planting both feet into the floor, sitting up nice and tall, reaching out long. And from here, we're slowly going to lower ourselves down towards the floor or your mat, engaging with the core without straightening our legs to lower ourselves down towards the floor. And once you make it towards the floor, you can windshield wipe the legs back and forth. And slowly bringing your rotation to stillness. We're going to straighten the left leg, keeping the right knee where it's at. With the left palm, we're going to grab the outside of the right knee and place it over towards the left side for a twist. If you look over your right shoulder, you can deepen your twist as well. And on our last exhale, we're going to release this right leg, bringing it back to meet the left. And we're going to bend the left leg, keeping the right leg long. With the right palm, we'll grab the outside of the left knee, and we'll place it over towards the right side for a twist on the other side. Looking over your left shoulder, you can deepen your twist. Ooh. Breathing through your twist, through your sensations. Ooh. Using your breath to go deeper in your stretch. Ooh. Ooh. And on your last exhale, you can release the left leg, bringing it back to meet the right. We're going to bend both knees again, planting the feet into the floor. And we're going to open the knees, bringing the feet together like a prayer for inclined butterfly. And if you have any props or pillows that you would like to utilize at this time, if you place your pillows or your blankets under both knees, you'll have more comfort there and some support as well, if that's something you'd like to do. And on your last exhale, You can release this hold, bringing the knees back up, feet planted into the floor, knees facing towards the sky. We're going to rise up the right leg, and we're going to place that right ankle on top of the left knee, rising up the left leg as well, threading through and clasping the hands behind the left knee, bringing that left leg as close to us as possible. Ooh. Ooh. And on your last exhale, you can release that left leg back into the floor. Release that right leg as well. And we're going to rise up the left leg and place that left ankle on top of the right knee, rising up the right leg. We're going to thread through, grabbing the backs of the right knee, clasping the hands together, and bringing that right leg as close to us as possible. And on your last exhale, you can releasing that right leg back into the floor, releasing that left leg as well. And we're going to rise up both our legs into the air, followed by our hips, grabbing the outsides of our feet for happy baby. And on your last exhale, you can release your limbs into the floor. Letting the body feel heavy here. We are now laying in Shavasana, corpse pose. Letting your body sink into the floor or your mat. And if you want more comfort, adding blankets and pillows to this Shavasana. You can add pillows under your knees or blankets under your knees, under the lower back. For more comfort. Wiggling the fingers, wiggling the toes, bringing some slight movement back to the body. Rolling to the right or left side for a moment of comfort. Before pushing up into a seated position when you're ready. Meeting me in a seated position. We're going to close for 4 breaths. So resting the palms on top of the knees. Resting both palms on top of the heart. Or bringing palms to heart center. Closing for 4 breaths. A breath for our ancestors who was here before colonization and slavery. Breathing in. A breath to thank yourself for your practice today. Breathing in. A breath to thank others for their support. Breathing in. And a final breath for completion in our virtual yoga community. Breathing in. The human in me bows down to the human in all of you. Namaste. And thank you for joining me in today's practice. Before we go, I have a few announcements to make. Again, we are the Glitter Goddess Collective. I'm Trent. And thank you for practicing with us. You can give us your thoughts and your feedback. We would love to hear what you guys think and what you want to see more of. Again, we accept or we are receiving donations via Venmo at the Glitter Goddesses for our decolonization project. You can find us on Facebook at the Glitter Goddess Collective plus House of Glitter. You can also check out our website at theglittergoddesscollective.org for the virtual and COVID-safe in-person offerings this month. Again, thank you to Providence Community Libraries for making these classes possible. Check out the YouTube page at PCL, where you can find tons of stuff from asana practices to read-alongs to other fun activities that they have. Again, we're the Glitter Goddess Collective. I'm Trent, and I'll see you guys next time. Later.